Why do 80% of global headlines today mention Beijing? What has happened in China that's so significant, it's dominating the world's attention and sparking debate in every major capital? The answer lies in a single spectacular event that has sent shockwaves through the international community. Because China just staged a military parade so massive, so meticulously choreographed, that it drew not only the eyes of the world, but also the personal attendance of two of the most controversial leaders on the planet, Vladimir Putin and Jong. Their arrival in Beijing wasn't just a diplomatic courtesy, it was a statement, a signal that this event was about more than just military hardware. Let's unpack why it matters and why this parade is being called a turning point in global geopolitics. On September 2nd, China marked the 80th anniversary of Japan's 1-2 surrender with a military parade that drew eyes from every corner of the globe. This wasn't just a commemoration of history, it was a carefully orchestrated display of national pride, unity, and, above all, power. The symbolism was impossible to miss. By choosing this anniversary, China reminded the world of its role in shaping the post-war order and its determination to shape the future as well. President Xi Jinping hosted the event, welcoming not just Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korea's Kim Jong-un, but also leaders from over 24 countries including India and Iran. The guest list was a who's who of nations seeking to redefine their place in a rapidly changing world. The presence of so many leaders, especially from countries often at odds with the West, sent a clear message. China is building a new network of alliances, one that challenges the dominance of traditional Western powers. The scale of the parade was breathtaking. Tens of thousands of spectators filled Tiananmen Square, their faces a mix of awe and pride. The atmosphere was electric, charged with a sense of history in the making. For many in the crowd, this was more than a show of tradition. It was a moment of national affirmation, a declaration that China has arrived as a global superpower. This was more than a show of tradition. It was a demonstration of ambition, of technological prowess, and of China's willingness to project power far beyond its borders. Thousands of troops marched in perfect formation, their discipline a testament to years of rigorous training. State-of-the-art tanks rumbled past, their armor gleaming in the sunlight. Hypersonic missiles, capable of reaching targets at incredible speeds, were paraded for all to see, a not-so-subtle reminder of China's growing military capabilities. Overhead, J-20 stealth fighter jets roared through the sky, symbolizing the country's leap into next-generation warfare. Every detail was designed to impress, to intimidate, and to send a message. China's military is modern, powerful, and ready for any challenge. The presence of leaders often at odds with the West, especially Putin and Kim, sent a powerful message. China is building alliances outside the traditional Western sphere. Their conversations, their body language, even their applause, were closely watched by analysts worldwide. This was more than a photo op. It was a public display of solidarity among nations that feel sidelined or threatened by Western policies. Around the world, political analysts scrambled to interpret the parade's deeper meaning. Was this a direct challenge to U.S. influence? Was China signaling a new era of global competition? The consensus among many experts is clear. This was a calculated move to showcase China's readiness to lead, to set the agenda, and to reshape the rules of international engagement. Analysts say this display is meant to challenge U.S. influence and signal that China favors a new multipolar world order. The parade was a visual manifesto, a declaration that the era of unipolar dominance is over, and that Beijing intends to be at the center of a new, more complex global landscape. It's also a warning to rivals, including Taiwan, that resistance may be futile. The inclusion of military units and hardware specifically designed for rapid deployment across the Taiwan Strait was a pointed reminder of Beijing's stance on reunification. For Taiwan and its allies, the message was unmistakable. China is prepared to defend its interests by force if necessary. Social media and news outlets worldwide are buzzing, some in awe, others expressing deep concern. The reactions have been polarized. While some hail China's achievements and see the parade as a legitimate assertion of sovereignty, others warn of rising tensions and the risk of a new arms race. Hashtags related to the parade trended globally, with millions debating what this show of force means for the future of peace and stability. Bottom line, this parade was about more than military might. It was about narrative, about who gets to define the future, and about the shifting balance of power in the 21st century. China's parade wasn't just about military might, it was a carefully crafted message to its own people and to the world. China is united, confident, and ready to take its place on the world stage. For ordinary citizens, the event was a source of pride and inspiration, a reminder of how far the nation has come in just a few decades. It was a signal to the world. Global power dynamics are shifting, and Beijing wants everyone to notice. As the dust settles and the world digests the spectacle, one thing is clear. The era of unquestioned Western dominance is fading, and a new chapter in global history is being written, one in which China intends to play a leading role.